Moon here, 100K to fire movement. The market kept on being very greedy recently. My LEAPS option plan may not happen. So today I'm going to share with you what I might do next. But before that, let's look at the overall market sentiment for time being. Today is 28 May 2025. So profit signal, we have dropped from about 80% down to about 65%. So market breadth is slowly deteriorating, even though we are currently seeing a higher prices. So, currently, as of this recording, about 11:30 a.m. Singapore time, market is at no man's island place with a plus 0.05%. It's just adjusting new information before it makes its next move. There's also been a negative divergence happening for quite some time already. Over here, you can see that since the 5th of May, we have been getting higher prices, and yet the momentum is actually trending downwards. So on this, brace ourselves, should there be any drawdown? But of course, you don't have to believe this particular word from me, because right now I'm downwards biased based on my current plan. Anything can happen, market can continue to go back up to all-time high. This is a portion of my strategy ecosystem. So currently, market condition is trading at around a slight greedy situation. And then if you were to get this reading to about 13, then this is where market is actually super euphoric, and that's when we must be very careful. Other than that, I've probably shared things we should share in terms of market analysis. If you would like to stay on to understand what am I doing this season to for me to recover my portfolio to the best of my abilities, then you can stay on. Some context if you have been listening to this for the first time. So 2 to 3 weeks ago, I had about 4.3K shares. Eventually, all of them get caught away at $13, and then I've collected 56K capital, which is possibly cutting loss based on my average price is about $20. Eventually, right now, the ETF that I'm trading on is currently trading at about $17 or so. My personal goal is to ensure that I can prioritize protecting my capital. Right now is 76K, 76. And currently my NAV is about 67K. So I have about 9K gap for me to close. There have been 2 ways that I'm going to do. 1 to 2 weeks ago, I've been sharing with you about this LEAP option strategy. Generally, if I were to sell LEAP option under any strike prices, I will be able to collect 18 to 22K altogether all at once. And that would make my portfolio above the profitable zone instantly. But then this morning, I was talking about this idea of dynamic wheel strategy. Generally, it's just that instead of me selling the LEAPS option at the same strike price, which is at 13, I'm just going to use the same amount of capital, which is 56K, to sell the LEAP put option, or rather to sell the normal weekly put option in a certain manner using this model within my strategy ecosystem. And this should be able to generate conservatively about 1.2K per week. If I were to do this would be a 1.5 year commitment until January 2027. But if I can do this on a weekly basis and I have more than 52 weeks to do, this can easily generate 60 over K as compared to this 18K. So currently I'm just thinking I'd be doing this instead. And after some time, right, I realized that ever since I started to keep on re-engineering my strategy ecosystem from 1.0, 2.0, and now 3.0, which is what you're seeing right now, there's a science behind it. I also realized that there's also an art behind using it. I think things are getting better and better. Going forward, right, to continuously ensure that the whole strategy ecosystem will force us to use less of our emotion and more of our rule to be as simple as possible. And yet, while we keep things simple, there are some ways for us to generate some additional premiums from it, which is something new that I'm currently creating over here at this middle portion. This is the former bullish cash compounder and also Phoenix Moonshot, and also a little bit of sleeping bear ratio, everything combined into one model for that. If not, you can continue to read through the report, the link, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.